After nearly 10 years of hands-on trading experience and testing countless methods, I've found what could be the most powerful yet straightforward indicator you'll ever come across. In this video, we're about to unlock one of the best MACD strategies available, one that could dramatically improve your trading results. We'll break down everything you need to know about how this indicator works step by step so you can fully understand its potential. Not only that, but we'll also provide you with plenty of practical examples showing you exactly how to apply this strategy in real market situations. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned trader, this video is packed with insights that can help take your trading skills to the next level. So be sure to watch till the end. The Moving Average Convergence Divergence, more commonly known as MACD, is one of the most reliable and straightforward tools used by traders across the globe. Despite its simplicity, it holds incredible power in identifying both trends and momentum within price movements, making it an invaluable asset for any trader looking to navigate the markets effectively. At first glance, the MACD might seem a bit overwhelming, especially if you're unfamiliar with its structure or how it functions. But once you break it down, it's actually quite intuitive and easy to understand. In this video, we're going to explore the various components that make up this versatile indicator, and by the end, you'll be well equipped to incorporate it into your own trading strategy. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced trader, mastering the MACD can provide you with deeper insights into price action, One's Law, helping you make better informed trading decisions. So let's dive in and take a closer look at how this powerful tool works and how it can help you identify market trends and shifts in momentum with precision and confidence. The MACD is composed of 4 key components, each playing an essential role in how the indicator functions. First, we have the MACD line. This is the most responsive element of the MACD, reacting quickly to changes in price action, which is why it's considered the central focus of this indicator. The MACD line is calculated by subtracting the 26-period exponential moving average, EMA, from the 12-period EMA. Next, we move to the signal line, which moves more gradually, offering a smoother and more stable visual. This line is a 9-period EMA of the MACD line itself, making it less volatile and more reliable for confirming trends. Then we have the histogram, which consists of colourful bars that represent the difference between the MACD line and the signal line. These bars turn green when the MACD line crosses above the signal line, indicating a potential upward move, and they turn red when the MACD line crosses below, signalling potential bearish movement. The size of these bars also holds significance. The wider the gap between the two lines, the larger the bars become, while smaller gaps result in shorter bars, providing an easy way to visualize momentum. Finally, we have the zero line, which is the horizontal midpoint of the MACD indicator. This line acts as a critical marker for identifying bullish or bearish signals, depending on whether the MACD line is above or below it. Now that we've outlined the core components of the MACD, let's explore how you can use this tool in your trading strategy to make more informed decisions and capture market trends more effectively. One of the most effective ways to use the MACD is by trading the MACD crossover. While this method might seem similar to a traditional moving average crossover, there are some critical differences that give the MACD an edge. Let's break it down. In this example, we have the MACD set to its default parameters of 12 and 26 periods, alongside 2 exponential moving averages, EMAs, with the exact same settings. Both the MACD and the EMAs show crossovers, indicating potential shifts in market momentum. However, the key difference lies in the timing of these signals. The MACD tends to provide a much earlier signal compared to the moving averages, which can be a game changer in trading. When you rely solely on moving averages, the crossover happens later, which can result in delayed entries into trades, wider stop loss levels, and generally less precise execution. Essentially, the later signal means you could miss out on the best part of a price move, reducing your potential gains. On the other hand, with the MACD, you get an earlier alert to shifts in momentum, allowing you to enter trades sooner, place tighter stop losses, and make more precise decisions. This faster reaction to price movement is why I prefer using the MACD to detect momentum shifts. While the MACD is an incredibly powerful tool, it's important to remember that it can sometimes generate false signals, particularly in ranging or sideways markets. This is why it's essential not to rely on the MACD alone when making trading decisions. To improve accuracy and filter out these false signals, the first step I take is to zoom out and examine the market structure on a higher time frame. By doing this, I get a clearer picture of the overall trend. Once I have a solid understanding of the broader market direction, I only act on MACD signals that align with this higher time frame trend. This strategy significantly reduces the chances of entering trades based on misleading signals. For instance, if the market structure shows an upward trend on the higher time frame, I will only consider taking long buy positions when the MACD signal crosses upwards. This alignment with the bigger trend helps to ensure that I'm trading in the direction of the prevailing momentum, which increases the likelihood of successful trades. One aspect of the MACD that doesn't get enough attention is the histogram, yet it plays a crucial role in understanding market trends. So let's take a closer look at why the histogram is so important. The slope of the histogram provides a deeper insight into the underlying trend strength. When the market is in a strong trend, the distance between the MACD line and the signal line widens, causing the histogram bars to expand. This expansion reflects increased market momentum. Essentially, the size of the histogram bars gives us a clear indication of the market's strength. Larger bars suggest that momentum is building, while smaller bars indicate that the momentum might be fading. This information is valuable because it helps you gauge not just the direction of the trend, but also how strong that trend really is. Another key detail is the changing colors of the histogram bars. You'll notice that the bars are darker when the trend is strengthening, but as momentum starts to weaken, the bars shift to lighter colors. This subtle visual cue can be incredibly helpful in spotting when a trend might be losing steam before a full reversal takes place. Understanding these color changes and the expansion or contraction of the histogram can give you an early warning sign of potential shifts in market momentum. Now let's focus on the zero line, a key element of the MACD that often goes overlooked but plays a vital role in generating clear trading signals. You'll find the zero line right at the midpoint of the MACD indicator, and if you want it to stand out more on your chart, you can easily adjust its appearance. By double-clicking on the indicator and opening the settings, you can modify the color, size, or other visual aspects of the zero line to ensure it's clearly visible and easy to interpret during your analysis. The zero line serves as a pivotal point in determining whether the market is trending bullish or bearish. When the MACD line crosses from below the zero line to above it, this is typically seen as a bullish signal, suggesting that upward momentum is building and a potential buy opportunity could be on the horizon. Conversely, when the MACD line crosses from above the zero line to below, this is considered a bearish signal, indicating that downward momentum is taking hold and a sell opportunity might be forming. Understanding these zero-line crossovers can greatly improve your ability to identify shifts in market sentiment. It's a simple yet highly effective way to confirm whether the market is in an upward or downward phase, helping you make more informed trading decisions. In the next part of this tutorial, we'll explore how to combine the zero-line crossover with other MACD components to create a more comprehensive trading strategy. Stay tuned to learn how this small but significant detail can make a big difference in your trading success. Divergence is a powerful signal of potential market reversal and can be instrumental in spotting trend changes. Essentially, divergence occurs when the price of an asset and the MACD indicator are moving in opposite directions. For instance, in the scenario where the market creates a lower low while the MACD is showing a higher low, we identify this as bullish divergence. This phenomenon often indicates that the selling pressure may be weakening, which could lead to a reversal in the price direction. After this specific bullish divergence occurred, we witness the market moving higher, validating the predictive power of this signal. Understanding how to recognize and interpret divergence can significantly enhance your trading strategy. Now that we've covered all the essential components and uses of the MACD indicator, it's time to put this knowledge into practice. In the upcoming sections, we'll go over some practical examples that demonstrate how you can effectively trade using the MACD. These examples will help you see the MACD in action, allowing you to gain a clearer understanding of how to apply it in real market scenarios. So, let's get started and unlock the full potential of the MACD indicator together. In our analysis of the market, we can clearly see that the higher time frame trend is bearish, as it consistently creates a series of lower highs and lower lows. With this prevailing trend in mind, our focus should be solely on identifying shorting opportunities. Observing the current price action, we notice that a previous support area is now acting as resistance. This presents an ideal scenario where we want to wait for the MACD and signal line to cross downwards. Just before this potential crossover, we experience one final push upwards, with the market briefly taking out the recent highs. This was followed by a significant bearish candlestick that not only engulfed the previous candle, but also established a new lower low. Turning our attention to the MACD, we can confirm a bearish crossover taking place. Additionally, the histogram candles are expanding, which further supports the notion of increasing selling pressure. With all these indicators aligning, we may be looking at an excellent shorting opportunity. Many traders overlook the power of the MACD, but it truly is a potent tool in any trader's arsenal. I hope this video has provided you with a solid understanding of how to implement the MACD in real trades effectively. If you know a fellow trader who could benefit from this knowledge, please share this video with them. To help you dive even deeper into mastering this essential tool, I've curated some of the most effective MACD trading strategies that you simply must have in your trading arsenal. These strategies have been tried and tested, and they can take your trading game to the next level. The best part? You can access them completely free. I've provided all the resources you need in the description from below this video, so you can download them and start applying these strategies right away. Don't miss this opportunity to sharpen your trading skills. Click the link and let's take your trading journey to the next level. I'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comments below regarding what topics you'd like us to cover next. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content just like this as we continue to explore valuable trading strategies together.